going, everybody? I'm back again in space. Yes, we're checking into the HRCC HF net on 40 meters today, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So we got a couple of minutes before the net kicks off. It kicks off at 6:30 my time, which is about 6:15 when I'm going to start here. So I'm going to show you what to do. First thing we're going to go to is we're going to pull up NetLogger. Where is my NetLogger? Not logger. That's not right. Ham Live. My bad. Link is in the comments for this video description. You can check it out. It's ham.live. And we are going to check out what's on the docket for today. What's on there? Well, it looks like we've got the Ham Live lobby, Ragchew community, and the HRCC HFnet, which is roughly 6:15. Let's see. My net. That's hilarious. Let's go ahead and click on the HRCC net, and I'll explain. Oh, what? It wants me to log in now? I'm going to take that off the screen for a second. Hold on. Back to me in space as I log in. It'll do Googles, though, so I'm going to use my Googles. There we go. We're back on there. My net op just messaged me. Evan said, we're having a big problem here, guys. We got a big problem. We got some high SWRs. So this is the net. And you don't have to do this, by the way. I'll show you how to just use Kiwi SDR to listen in if you want to do that. But this is a fun way for us to keep track of who's in, right? And they check in via this app. Real simple. But you see how it says up there 7.275? That's the frequency in megahertz. And it may not be the frequency that the net finalizes on. When you find a net online or literally on the air, they'll often give you a frequency and a relative time that they get on the air, a day of the week, a time, that kind of thing. And we're just going to pull that up. So I'm going to flip back over to Kiwi SDR. And in the right-hand corner, I've selected 40 meters. But in this case, we're going to change that. We're going to go to 275. Oop, I lost the whole thing. Boy, I can type today. There we go. 275. Let's just see if there's anything on there. I'll unmute. This is a pretty good station. I am in a Wisconsin station. I picked one a little bit out in the weeds a little bit, an area not too much civilization, that kind of thing. Picked one of those so that I can see if it's, a little quieter. And in this case, an S3 noise on 40 meters is pretty good. Oh, no. The NetOp, Evan is messaging me in the background here on Discord. So go ahead and pull up a Kiwi SDR. It's just, if you Google Kiwi SDR, go to map, and then find something that looks good. So I'm going to go back here. This is the main page for Kiwi SDR, and I'm going to click on map right here. Hopefully you see it. Right next to the little Kiwi to the right. Click on that guy, and go ahead and scroll in. Oh, Utah has some good SDRs. Good point there, Frank. So NetOp for this net is in Ohio. So we want to be not too close, but a little bit far out, that you're maybe just like one hop down or a little bit like that, not too far away. Utah, he says, pretty good. That's almost all the way towards me, though. So don't know. I ended up going with Wisconsin, but I'll just let's just go to Florida real fast. We'll go down here to Florida. We'll click on that guy. And let's see what our noise is on 40. So I'll select the drop down here. And we want 40 meters. I'm amateur. And if I go to 275, oh. What are you doing to me here? And we're going to select lower sideband. Looks like some people are in there. That's actually really good SDR. So I'll hang on to that one. I'll mute it for now. And I got my other guy here, just in case I can listen to both. Of course, I'm going to try and listen on my radio too, but this is for you guys that are at home. I've got my Flex running right now, and so I need to pull that over to 7275. And this may change, and if it does, it's okay. No big deal. So I'll slide on over there, and I'm going to bring down my bandwidth a little bit to 2.7 kilohertz. Oh, that's that's why it has a log periodic pointed at the East Coast. That's a real good one then. We may have to switch over to that guy. But If the net even happens. we've got some major problems with the NetOps radio station right now, and that's okay. If not, I'll just pull this down. I was gonna make this a private video after I live streamed anyway, and let it play later because we already did a live stream today. All right, couple people in the chat. Hey, thanks for watching me twice. You can only have like one amount of Josh in a period of 24 hours. I don't know how my wife deals with me, but thanks for having 2 servings of Josh today. And highly recommended, the Josh wine. That'd be your third serving of Josh. Look at 7244. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Here we go. I'm looking at it, but I don't see anything. And you know how the waterfall here is a little tight? Let's open that up a little bit. Let's zoom in. So we've zoomed all the way into that frequency space. You can see that little green bar at the top. That's our bandwidth. Oh, Evan's trying there. Okay. All right, let's go to our other guy here. And we're going to zoom in, and we're going to go to 7244.
This is Whiskey Kilo Juliet Romeo looking to confirm with a radio check, please.
That's good. Yeah, he's good. You got time, Evan. You're good. Don't freak out. So then on my side here, because I got to get ready for this net too, I'm going to bring my radio over to 7244. And if you have to jump around a little bit, it's okay. Some nets are stable in that they have a place that they always end up on, and if they move or they stay, it's fine. It's no big deal. I am going to go amp ready though on this one, so I'm going to bring down my RF power a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, we should be able to burn some clouds here today. Let me get my camera a little bit sorted out too. Very good. Yeah, so what happens then when a net kicks off is the net operator who's running the show, right? They're driving the traffic. They're going to say, hey, I'm taking check-ins. In this case, it's going to be for the Ham Radio Crash Course net. And then you will come back to him with your call sign. Just give your call sign. And then he'll go down the list. He'll either take a couple of call signs and then go back to each one, or he'll take one at a time and say you're checked in. Now, nets can all function a little bit differently. Some are like used radio nets, which are super fun. Some are just check in, check out, meaning you made it, you're logged in, you're there. Our net is you check in with your call sign, and then the net operator will come back around and ask, okay, back to the call sign, what have you been doing in amateur radio this week? And then you get to talk a little bit, and then you throw it back to the net op. You say, thanks very much for running the net. This is such and such and such, 7-3, and let it go. And then they go to the next person. That's kind of how a net works in the simplest way, and that's what we do here. So we're going to show that eventually. Let's see if I get some audio here. And we should in... I'm going to let that sit for a second, see if we hear anybody. Now, I can hear him in there. But before we try and engage with Evan, he's going to sort his stuff out a little bit. One of the things to keep in mind, too, is to listen, right? You're going to listen to make sure you can hear the net operator, right? That's a really big thing as well. Make sure you kind of have your radio squared away. If this is going to be your first time checking into a net, just make sure you do that beforehand and that it's working. So maybe make a contact or two as well, and then listen. And just do what everybody else does, and that's usually the best way to get involved in a net. Let's go back here to our HRCC Ham Live. Looks like Katie8 VRL has their hand raised. Ham Live is on the wrong frequency. It's 244 right now. All right. And we're going to go back to me for a second. See what we hear. All right, I'm not hearing anybody, right? So I'm going to mute my audio on my radio, and I'm going to go check the SDR. So let's do that now.
WHHAR.
Ooh, that's Evan. There's noises. Radio noises are happening. Somebody with mad mic overmodulation. Oh, I do. Somebody's playing. That's what that noise is. They're writing skulls in the. All right, we see you. We see you. Good job. That's funny. You can actually use the mode within Ham Radio Deluxe to do that. You can print to waterfall. What is that on 7? It's somebody's printing a skull on the waterfall. C Sparrow, you can ask, but it's kind of net related right now. If it's not net related, maybe hang on until after I check in and we listen for a little bit. All right, so let me go back here. I'll check in on Evan too. And another huge mention, let me make sure we get this in there too, is our Discord. Our Discord is, where's the Discord? Let me show you our Discord here. Under a hashtag HFNet on the Discord, you can see the activity of everybody talking, and they're talking about the skull right now. Surprise, surprise. So you can follow along live with everybody as we get set up, and you can join the Discord. You can get the frequency display or the
Victor Lima Zulu.
Victor Lima Zulu's in there. KD9 Victor Lima Zulu is checking. Yeah, it's actually very easy to do the printing on the waterfall like that. It's not difficult at all. You can do it with Ham Radio Deluxe in the DM. I always forget the name of it, but the digital app. That's it, DM780. Jeez. I can never remember some of these. Everybody's got such interesting names. And sometimes it's Digital Master, I think is what the DM stands for. But anyway. So we're kind of just waiting. So this is a perfect time if you haven't. Get your SDRs going. Get your radios tuned up on 7.244. I will be busting the amp out here. In fact, you might hear myself. Let's see. I'll do that. Mute that audio for a second. And let's go ahead and give her a little juice. Kilo India 6, November Alpha Zulu. I was in there. That was the delay because it's going over the web. So I heard myself. I heard myself on 40 meters, and maybe I'll give it a little bit more. Just a touch. Let's do that again here. I'm going to unmute. Kilo India 6, November Alpha Zulu test. That was definitely me. That was about 1,000 watts. Oh, poor Evan. Of course, I totally did not clear any of this with Evan. I was just like, I'll go live. Why not? I've seen other kids do it for the HRCC net. I was like, I'll just do it. He's having a hard time. I'm sorry, Evan. I'm sorry, buddy. You're good. You're good. Don't worry. Just go ahead. Restart everything. Restart the Flex. Restart your computer. Restart everything. We'll get it. We'll get it. Don't worry. Hey, that's a great question. Can anyone start an HF net? You absolutely can. So if you got a couple of buddies that you want to pick a time and a day to meet up on the air, it doesn't even have to be once a week. It could be once a month. Doesn't matter. Just meet up and maybe have a purpose, but you don't even have to have a purpose. You could just do this to kind of check in and see how how your radio's getting out. That's one of the best parts about a net is that you kind of have a history and you establish yourself as like, yes, this radio works. I know it's capable of doing radio things, and that's exactly what I want when I do this kind of stuff. So, yeah. I don't know what's happening. People are getting wild. Evan is working on his radio right now. And people are having fun. People are having fun in the chats, in the Discord, on the bands. Somebody's also tuning up. I just retitled this video, Ham Radio Shenanigans. Now, remember, I'm in California, and you can see above me, I've got quite a noise floor problem. I found a couple of noise generators in my home recently, more, surprisingly. I added a Wi-Fi, plug switch to one of them because, unfortunately, I can't get rid of it. And I am working on getting rid of more. I will continue to do that. And that's just kind of what happens. When you live in the suburbs, you got to hunt down those noise pollution generators. Let's go back to our other station here and see what we hear. So we're back on the web now. And we're getting some crashes. Somebody just called CQ. Somebody's tuning. That's a sound. That's what that sounds like. You hear that a lot on the net. Yeah, I also have some Christmas light related RFI. That happens too. I'm going to send you an amazing Christmas light antenna live stream. I'll send you it via YouTube.
November 5, Sierra Kilo Tango.
That was Dawn. So those are people like warming up their radios, if you will. There you go. You gotta warm up those transistors. Yeah, I'm not really being serious. But some of the guys are using tube amps. Now, that might be a good time to mention that as well. A lot of the folks you'll hear really well are using amplifiers, right? They're using a ham radio amplifier for their voice. I am using a ham radio amplifier right now to be able to get out. So just keep that up. Keep that on. Keep that in mind. Let's see. So do I have my... Oh, auto notch filter was not turned on, so that should take care of some of the noise we were getting. Yeah, you should definitely try every check-in with 100 watts if you can. Yeah, I copy.
Yeah, Evan, I got you loud and clear there. Go ahead.
That is Evan.
Audio's good.
Okay, we're going to switch SDRs.
I don't know why I wasn't hearing you earlier.
Oh, no. Go. What happened to my... Okay, we're going to refresh. Sometimes you have to do that. Oh, Don's even stronger on the Wisconsin SDR. I can't hear Evan on this one though. So he's there, but I can't copy him. So we're gonna go back to Florida.
You can learn more about us by visiting hamradiocrashcourse.com. Every week we need to discuss the fantastic hobby of amateur radio and what we've been up to with it. And we missed early check-ins tonight due to technical glitches, so let's go ahead and open the floor for anyone listening to join us. Please give us your call phonetically.
Now, I can't hear Evan on my radio, so I'm going to let people check in so you guys hear what it sounds like. You could hear people, but you couldn't hear all of them.
For anyone looking to check in for the ham radio crash course map, this is W8KJR, next control, please call now, call phonetically.
Pilot. Sorry, Evan, you got a pilot to deal with. Hey, what's up, Coopslot? Thanks for the super chat.
Bravo Echo, please. Bravo Echo.
Oh, now his signal's coming. Now he's coming up. Sounds good. So I'm going to wait for a full check-in and so you guys can hear it. Okay, so that was an in and out, meaning he's not going to hang out for the comeback and tell what you've done in ham radio. I'll dive in there.
Kilo Echo 2, please.
Okay. 40 meters is an interesting band to do this on because it changes as we're out here.
Kilo Echo 2, Delta, Charlie, Delta, is that correct? Back in there. Am I getting for comments tonight or no?
See, I couldn't copy that totally, so I'm not going to key up yet.
Okay, thank you so much. Bravo 9, please. Bravo 9.
It is rough tonight. Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu.
November Uniform 0 November. Got you checking in.
That's weird. I don't think I keyed the amp on the last one.
Anyone else?
Here we go.
Call phonetic.
Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu.
Kilo Echo 0, please.
He's come up.
Kilo Echo 0, Mike Alpha Delta.
Yeah, we're right behind AM station.
Kilo Echo 0, Mike Alpha Delta. Got you checked in. Stay for comments. Bring it out.
Yeah, we'll stick around for comments.
I'm gonna bump it up a little bit.
Was there a Victor Echo 2 in there? Yeah, Victor Echo 2 we are running on Silver. Yeah, I got you in there, Aaron. Copy's a little rough right now, but I'm going to add you to the list. Is that okay? Got you on the in and out. Okay, thank you, Aaron.
Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu.
Let's take the Victor Alpha 4 Sierra Mike Charlie. Same for comments. We're in and out.
Good evening, Victor Alpha 4 Sierra Mike Charlie. I'll just be quick in and out there.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks, Evan. This is Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu. Yeah, we're going to be doing a live stream tomorrow with Ward Silver to talk about N-Fed half-wave antennas and probably some other antennas too. But yeah, thanks for letting me on here to make my quick little announcement. So tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to be live on the Ham Radio Crash Course to talk about N-Fed antennas with Ward Silver, longtime friend of the channel, and he's back and going to share his wisdom with us. So thanks, Evan, for running the net. We really do appreciate it. Kilo India 6, November Alpha Zulu, back to net. And I got to unmute that. There you go.
In there, man. Thanks so much for checking in with us tonight. And glad we were able to pull this off at the last second for the stream. Off to a rocky start, but here we go.
Good job, Evan.
So I got you in there, and another station, I believe with a 2. Station with a 2. Go ahead. I lost station 2. Anyone else with a ham radio crash course?
I'm going to pause for a second on these guys and make a comment here. So if you look, we're right up against an AM station. You see that? And I think we're getting some bleed over. You see that little feathering off to the side of it? I think that's actually that station, that shortwave station, that's kind of bleeding into us a little bit. And I think that's where that little crosstalk is going on. I might try and find another SDR to see if we can hear a little bit better. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well.
Echo 4 November Alpha Bravo. Got you that time. Thank you. Sing for comments tonight or in and out. Tell the in and out. Thanks for stopping by.
If we adjust this a little bit, you can see the waterfall pop a little bit more. Let me adjust this here. That feathering is really pronounced. You can see it's a continuation of the main sidebands.
Any others? Any radio crash?
Is it really? My station is the least well-performing on 40 meters. Way better on 20 and higher.
I'm going to take a guess that I believe it's Kilo 7 Uniform.
Let's go ahead and slide over to 7235.
Thank you. QSL in and out. Thank you. Anybody else checking one out?
He's coming in now.
Please call.
Now, something to keep in mind, the relative usefulness of an amateur radio band is going to depend on the time of day and obviously solar intensity. But 40 meters is kind of like a okay-ish band right now, but 20 would not really be workable across country, right? So Evan being in Ohio, if he was trying to run the net on 20 meters, for example, he might not even be able to hear the folks around him, and particularly to the east. He might be able to hear me talking at him and vice versa, but that might be the only workable frequency at that point because they're 3 hours ahead of us, right, time-wise. And if you think about at where they're at in the evening, 20 meters is probably not really usable. And in the high solar cycle, it's still pretty okay. 20 meters and higher frequency, maybe down to 15 might work. But it's not stable enough to be consistent. And so that's one of the reasons like 40 meters is used often for nets. 80 is also used for nets, but with 80, then you start to bring in your propagation a lot more. It becomes a lot more local when we talk about the distance you're capable of doing. So keep that in mind too. If you're looking for nets, 40 meters is pretty good.
Juliet Romeo.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and
not surprised.
a relay here trying to for the West Coast.
Listen to this and I'll explain.
So I'm going to flip over to KF0ES to make a few calls. Go ahead. Thank you, Evan. This is Adam, Kilo Foxtrot 0, Southwest Sierra Tango, and I'm going to relay for the ham radio crash shift relay transmit. If you're out there, please give me your call today.
We'll start out with Kilo, November 6th, Mike Golf Kilo. Would you like to stay for comments tonight, or would you like to be in and out? I could stay for comments, thank you. Kilo, November 6th, Mike Golf Kilo.
That's the flex.
Roger. Thank you for checking in, and we'll have you down as comments. Thank you for your patience there. Tonight's band is really rough. And then I heard Whiskey, X-Ray 7, Japan, Mexico. Josh out there in Arizona. Would you like to stay in for comments, or would you like to be in and out?
I'll stay for comments. I will be checking in.
So I switched really fast to see if I could hear them locally. I could.
Thanks again for your patience, and it's been a rough year. Anybody else will handle this up, please come out.
I got more local guys. Hold on, I'm going to mute for the local. So I'll talk about relays in a second.
I know there's a lot of you guys out there, but I was able to pull out Kilo Golf 6 November Limo 6 NLW. Would you like to make a comment or not? QSL, thank you so much for checking in there. I'm glad you could join us, and hopefully
Thank you, Kenny Ray. Thank you, Kenny Ray. Just donated some memberships. Appreciate you, buddy. So what's happening right now is Evan will try and work as many contacts as he can. And we have another operator on the West Coast that will come in as a relay station. And what that allows is they can hear each other generally. Tonight's a really rough night, by the way, but they can generally hear each other. And so they can relay the check-ins to each other, but they'll throw it back and forth to each other to see if they can find some more people. Because as you saw when we switched over to the West Coast, there was a lot more stations. There was a lot of amateur radio stations that couldn't get all the way to Evan, but they got to the relay. So that's why there's a relay station. That helps out a lot. As far as from Sage TX, I mentioned this earlier, but our net has a check-in where you can then come back. The net ops will call you back later, and you can talk about what you've been doing in amateur radio. So it's often fun to just sit and listen to people talk about what they've been up to. If you say check in and out, it means that you're just giving your call sign to get on the roster of who checked in, and then that's it. You don't want to leave comments. Maybe you got to go do something else and you can't really hang out. And sometimes these can go a little bit long, so that's why you would check in and out of a net. Our net does that. Some nets do not. So I always recommend if you stumble onto a net, you just do what they do. Follow the best you can and just, let them kind of guide you. Listen to people checking in and then just do what they do. That's about the best piece of advice I can tell you.
Roger. Well, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you're able to make it next time with us. And sounding good from Washington. I'm using the RHR to help us there. And you're sounding very good out there.
You can see what we're doing here is the people in the chat are also mentioning call signs they hear to kind of help out, particularly on a tough night like tonight. We are on 7 to 44.
All right. You were very recent that time. Like I believe I heard the thank you for joining us from Colorado. Always good to hear another Colorado station. Like I said, I'm using a remote AM station out of Washington. So I'm glad I was able to pick you up there. And I know we have some more people who want to comment out there.
I should give a fine check out to NetOps W8KJR Evan and our relay, who you've been hearing, KF0DST. Thank you.
Kilo 7 Echo Bravo. Would you like to make your comments tonight, or would you like to hang out for the traffic? Excellent. Well, thank you for joining, and we'll get you marked here in and out for tonight. Glad you could join us. Hopefully you have a happy weekend, happy holidays, and happy New Year. Hopefully you have a good one. Anybody else on Radio Crash Course, please comment.
Yeah, that was ham.live is what we're using. Helps with nets, building and running nets.
Alrighty, I heard Kilo Foxtrot 0. Kilo Foxtrot 0 movement. Please go ahead.
Kilo Foxtrot 0. Foxtrot Hotel. In and out.
If you take the link in the video description, it'll bring you to ham.live, and it'll give you the frequency, but it is 7.244.
The one that I heard better than the other one was Kilo Foxtrot 0 Alpha Quebec Romeo.
Wow, Andrew, that's a fantastic question. I'm going to mute to explain it. This net has been going on weekly for a while. Every Friday, they're out here doing this. So you caught us on a tough band day. But most of the time, I can hear Evan from my radio, and I can talk to him directly. He probably heard me, but I was not picking him up at all. Like I said, I have picked up some new RFI sources in and around my neighborhood. But you'll see us every Friday, and the best way to find out what's going on is if you go to the HRCC Discord and you go to hashtag HF-net. That's what you got to do. Back to the action.
0 Foxtrot Hotel Papa. Would you like to say any comments or any
This shortwave station is a nightmare. The shortwave station is really hurting us.
Stop by and have a little bit of a convo. Thank you again for your patience there. Happy weekend, happy holidays, happy New Year. And this is Kilo Foxtrot 0, Delta Sierra Tango. CCTV booking for the Ham Radio Crash Course Net.
There's still a decent amount of people. You're probably hearing a little bit of that, but if you pull up an SDR, you'll hear them better. I'm going to change SDRs. I think we might be getting too close to the shortwave station, so I'm going to close this guy. I'm going to go back over here. Let's see what we hear. Oh, see we.
Copy Kilo Charlie 0.
Way better.
Quebec Echo.
Oh, I should have done that a long time ago.
You're about a 4x5 here into Washington tonight. Would you like to stay for comments or in and out there?
Let's see now. We can't hear the people that are getting picked up by
glad you can make it
the
tonight.
relay station.
Hopefully you have a good
So
weekend.
I'm truly going to close this one.
Happy New Year. Anybody else?
And we're going to go back to, where'd QESDR go? No, we'll bring it up. Click on map. And let's split the difference between Evan and the West Coast here. So I am going to pull up that Utah SDR now. And we're going to see how we do. Oh, of course. All right, here we go. It is I.
Copy that.
Whoa.
Kilo Oscar 6 Bravo Lima India.
Jump around.
60LI. I believe that's still out there. Would you like to stay for comments or in and out there tonight?
I will be in and out, please.
That's fantastic. Way better.
Alrighty, sounds
See?
good. Well, glad you could join us this week, and hopefully you have a good weekend, happy holiday, and a good New Year as well. And then next up, we've had a couple of relays for Alpha India 7 Zulu Yankee. Please go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Alpha India 7 Zulu Yankee, Port Orchard, Washington. I'll be in and out. The band is pretty rough tonight. Thanks so much.
Someone's
You're
trying to
very
call
welcome
CQ.
there. I'm glad you could join us this week for the Ham Radio Crash Course Weekly HFNet. Thank you for joining us. You kind of faded down there a little bit in the noise for me, but glad we got you in there. Hopefully you have a good weekend, happy holidays, and happy New Year. Anybody else? Ham Radio Crash Course, please come to Alphanetical.
A lot of people. Wow.
Alrighty, I heard a Kilo Juliet 5 Echo Romeo Golf. Would you like to be in for comments or in and out there tonight?
Seriously.
Oh, sure thing. You're very welcome. I'm relaying here for Evan tonight using the Washington remote station from RHR. And glad you could join us. Hopefully you have a good weekend. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. And then we've also got a couple of relays for Alpha Alpha 1 November, AA1N Adam. If you're out there, would you like to stay in for comments or in and out there tonight? All right, sounds good there, Adam. We got the relay from
Yes,
Nate
we didn't
there
hear
saying
Adam.
you're IO. Glad you could make it this week. Always good to hear from you. And hopefully you have a good weekend, happy holiday, and Happy New Year. This is Adam, KF0DSC for Ham Radio Crash Course. Anybody, anywhere, please call now.
Kilo 5 Delta Echo Zulu Charlie Sierra.
These are all the local boys. People I can hear from here.
All right, my PTT button kind of got hung up there, but I got Kilo Echo 5 Delta Echo Zulu, KE5DEZ. Would you like to stay for comments or in and out?
Kilo 5, this is Kilo 5 Delta Echo Zulu. I'll stick around for comments.
So every week, guys, you can do this, listen from wherever you're at, or be on the
Sorry
radio.
about that, but thank you for the correction there. Like I said, my PTT got kind of hung up there, so I only got the end of it. Kilo 5 Delta Echo Zulu for comments this week. We'll come around to comments here from you in just a little while, and hopefully we will hear some good things from you. Anybody else? Ham Radio Crash Course, please call now.
A lot of people. Right on. Thanks for checking in, everybody. Hope we see you again.
Alrighty, I got two of you guys there. Kind of down in the noise, but copyable. I have Alpha Charlie 3 Lima Whiskey, and then I also had November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot. AC3LW, would you like to stay in for comments this week or in and out?
Sticking around if you can hear me.
Yeah, you're about a 3 by 5 here, 3 by 5 into Washington, but thanks for sticking around for comments. We'll catch up back to you in just a few. And then I heard November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, NW9F. Would you like to be in for comments or in and out there today?
Shout out received, buddy.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. We all thank Josh for what
You
he
don't have
does
to
for
thank
ham
me.
radio and
We're just having fun,
bringing
man.
a wonderful community of folks together. And glad you can make it, even though that you're going to be in and out. 73, I hope you have a good weekend, good holidays, and a happy new year. And
So is that
hopefully we'll
Thurman
catch you
on
next
there?
time. Anybody else for Ham Radio Crash Course Weekly HFNet, please call now.
So it varies about 20 people. Somebody's got a phone one.
Alrighty, I heard a November Romeo 6 Hotel, NR6H. Good signal there tonight into Washington. Would you like to be in for comments or in and out there tonight?
Just wishing everybody a happy holidays, and I'm in now. You are
And yes,
over in
don't tune up on the
Sacramento.
net frequency,
Thanks so much
guys,
for
please.
running the net.
Just join the net.
Oh, for sure.
Say
And
hi.
you're very welcome. Glad we got you here in and out, and thanks again for checking in. You can always find us at the website hamradiocrashcourse.com. My name is Adam, Kilo Foxtrot 0, Delta Sierra Tango. I am relay for net control tonight for Whiskey 8, Kilo Julia Romeo. So I've got quite the pile up here tonight. There's a couple other people I've heard. Please go ahead now with your call sign.
Whiskey 6 Italy
Adam's like,
radio.
oh man, why did I choose to be why am I being that off today? Sorry, buddy, you're doing a great job.
Station ending radio, please.
Whiskey 6 Italy radio. Name is Hank, Hotel Alpha Nancy Kilo, in and out.
All right, sounds good there. I copy Whiskey 6 India Romeo, and you're in and out there. Sorry, I did not catch your name, but we
could
always
use some in
appreciate
and
you.
out right now.
What's your name there, partner?
He's literally out.
The name is Hank, Hotel Alpha
there it is, he's back.
Nancy Kilo.
Yeah, Hank's good.
Okay, thank you there, Hank. Really appreciate the call, and sorry I missed your name there the first time. But we appreciate you joining us for the Ham Radio Crash Course Net. Hopefully you have a good weekend, good happy holidays, and happy New Year. Anybody else for Ham Radio Crash Course Weekly at HFNet? Please call now.
November 0 Kilo Mike.
This is a good SDR. This is a really good one. The Northern Utah Web SDR is good.
Alrighty, I heard a November 0
Really clear.
Kilo Mike. Good signal here into Washington this evening. Would you like to stay for comments or in and out there tonight?
Just in and out. Name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo. Dave, and I'm in southern Colorado near the town of Alamosa. Over.
Roger. Good copy there, Dave. Name here is Adam, and I'm actually also located in Colorado, but I'm using the Tacoma, Washington RHR station for relay here tonight. So
Ham Radio.
thank you for checking in, and
good stations.
it's always good to hear from Colorado there. Hopefully you have a good weekend, happy holidays, and happy New Year, and hopefully we'll hear from you next week. Anybody else for Ham Radio Crash Course Weekly HFNet, please call now.
Something. 3 whiskey?
Alrighty, I got a station that is 3 Whiskey Echo. You're a little down there in the noise. If you could go a little slow, that'd be much appreciated. Sorry, I think there was a 3 Whiskey Echo somewhere in there. Can you go ahead again with your call?
No, he cannot.
All right, I got Whiskey Charlie Sierra. Charlie
okay.
Sierra. Are you out there?
I know, right? We didn't get to the
Unfortunately,
comments yet.
nothing heard there. I think I'm going to go ahead and pass it back over to Evan. I feel like I'm the net control station here tonight. But
Adam's doing a great job. So he's going to throw it back to Evan, and then Evan will start going down the comments, and we'll hear back from people. Hopefully this SDR will split the difference, and we should be able to get most people. Because, again, right, big country, United States, big place, and sometimes we get people from Canada and other places. So we're going to see if we can hear them both. Oh, I can't. We're going to have to find another one. We're going to find another one. Let's try this one in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to mute it. And not good. See, it's got a huge amount of noise. Nope, that ain't it. Let's all go down to Lubbock. Get some Whataburger. Nope. Not good copy. Let's go to... What if we go east? I think we might have to go east. We're going to go to North Carolina here. Where's my noise filter? Poor Evan's not making it. Let's see. It's a bummer. I can't pick up Evan. He's got a tough situation right now, I think, back at his place. I think he's going through some radio issues. Let's see if we can go back up here. I might have to go back to Florida. Yep, we're going to go check out Florida again. Tallahassee, Big Bend. Here we go. Maybe. There we go.
JR with the Ham Radio Crash Course.
There he is.
First up for comments tonight, I have Kilo Echo 2, Delta Charlie Delta. If you're still in there with us, let us know some fun stuff you've been doing in radio in the past.
This is what happens with the bands, right? Now, we found a station that'll hear Evan, but we might not be able to hear the person he just called to give comments. He's in there, but he's not loud. I wonder if I can hear him while I stereo. No. This is a tough night, guys. This is a tough night. I gotta say, I picked a wild one to do the live stream on. No, Matt, I did not do that. I like mine a lot. I think they have a bit of growing pains. I think they got some.
USO, we're so glad you.
They got some issues with the production, but it's a good radio. It has pluses and minuses.
Next up, I have Alpha Bravo 9 Uniform Zulu. Morgan, let us know what you've been up
I think
to
they can fix it with firmware.
radio.
I think they can fix some things with firmware. I hope they do. Oh, we hear Evan perfectly, but we can't hear the stations he's calling. Oh, no.
I'll take a second call for Alpha Bravo 9 Uniform Zulu.
Okay, he didn't hear him either. And that happens too. People don't really understand how the net works, and they're like, oh, okay. I'm checking in. But they don't mean like they're going to stick around. Sometimes people just drop their call in, they boogie. They bail out.
Okay, we may have lost them. That's okay. Moving along, I have Kilo Echo 0 Mike Alpha Delta Sean. Thanks for checking in. Let's know fun stuff you've been doing with Amateur Radio in the last week. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. Yeah, this is Kilo Echo 0 Mike Alpha Delta. Well,
Not a whole lot, but we've been over here in southwest Missouri. We're putting up some mesh-tastic nodes. Not really amateur radio related, but I guess it can be. But that's kind of the extent of it. Anyway, hey, thanks for taking my check-in. And the name is Sean, Sierra Hotel Alpha Uniform November. I appreciate you running this net. And hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Back to net control. This is K0MAD in Missouri.
Hey, QSL, Sean. Happy holidays back to you. And that's okay. We love that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Enjoy. K7UAP may have been an in and out. If he's still there, K7UAP, let us know what you've been up to with radio. Call for K7UAP if you're still with us, Matt. Matt may have been an in and out. Let's move along. November 5, Sierra Kilo Tango Don, a regular here on the net.
Oh, here we go.
You, sir.
Hello, Evan, and the rest of the net. Well, for one thing, I'm trying out the SD amplifier. Hopefully that's sounding okay.
Good.
Running about 25 watts in and getting 1200 out because I'm not pushing it to 2000 at this point. I just got one of those new Jason radios, the 150 RASP.
Throwing shade.
I've got that to play with. I'm still setting the shack up. I got the K7 or KJ7P Metalworks box for the outside of the shack.
Good box.
I went by HRO today and bought a bunch of 12-foot runs of coax so I can, once I get the box onto the side of the house, because every weekend it's been raining since I got the box. So tomorrow, hopefully, I can get the box on the side of the house and get the coax made. And then I was at Atwood's tonight, and I found some fiberglass fence posts, and I got a quarter-mile run of fence wire. So I'm going to set up or start working on a beverage antenna, or a short beverage. It'll be about 500
He's running
feet.
beverage. That's how much land he's
See
got.
how that works. And I need to take the DX Commander down and rework some of the things on it, because I'm running on the DX Commander now. 40 meters of diaphragm band on it, but the rest of the band, 20 is okay. But 17, 12, 15, or 12 and 10, 15 is good. I need to recreate the elements because my soil conditions have changed, and since I moved down here, so I've got some adjustment. In fact, I'm just going to redo it. In fact, I think on 10 meters I'm going to go with a 3/4 wave wire. So that's kind of where it is with me, and hope you guys have a great holiday, great Christmas, Happy New Year, 73, and good luck to the rest of it with the 8KJR and 5SKT back to Nass.
Hey, QSL Don, thank you so much for checking in. Very nice copy on you here in Ohio tonight. I heard some sound deadening foam, but other than that, you're rocking and rolling, man. Thanks for stopping in. Happy holidays to you. This is W8KJR with the Ham Radio Crash Course Net. Let's go ahead and give Adam a chance to let us know what he's been up to with radio. Thank you kindly for your assistance with relays tonight. KF0DST, what's new with you?
We might not be able to hear him because we're in Florida right now. Okay, I'm going to switch back. Hold on. I'll mute this. Oh, I don't think he's there. I can't hear Adam.
Thank you there, Evan and Annette. Really
There he is.
appreciate you. Sorry, I was kind of in between watching the live stream and chatting in the Discord.
There is a bit of a delay in the live stream.
But to be honest, this week I really haven't done a whole lot in amateur radio, to be honest. The antenna here at the homestead has been down a couple of weeks. I noticed that one of the feed line came loose from the wind tunnel. And it took me a couple of days to get the right kind of wind tunnel to put it back on. And so I finally switched on the radio yesterday night. And I was kind of surprised. I was not really hearing a whole lot of people out there. Usually 40 meters is huge. So I was like, is my antenna still broken? Like, what's going on here? But yeah, I went on to a couple of web SDRs, and seems like it's just kind of the bands are a little bit choppy right now.
He's making it all the way to Florida now.
Wonderful Friday night. Other than that, I've just been working. As most of you guys know, I work radio.
So that'll be on Jason's live stream. So make sure you follow Ham Radio 2.0. I'm sure he's doing something for New Year's. Actually, I think I might not be available for that, but he might do something with Giga.
So I'm really happy to be a part of the community. I think that's all I have to say for now there, Evan. So W8KJR, just get here with you back here.
Okay, Adam QSL, thank you again for all your help tonight. Certainly appreciate it. Next one, actually, give me just a second, guys, because I think I might need to add some help for a couple of these. I'm going to swing back to two West Coasters. Just sit tight, guys. Sorry. Let's go ahead and check in with Alpha Charlie 3 Lima Whiskey. Let us know what you've been doing with amateur radio in the past week. Go ahead.
you get the idea, because I got to hop out of here and go hang out with the family. We're building gingerbread houses tonight, but that's how the nets work. Pretty simple, I think, but you tell me. Now, for some of you, you can hear 40 meters all over the place, right? By just being where you live with low noise. Having a low noise floor will help you significantly in hearing all the stations. It's not just hearing the net op, that's the most basic part of it, but being able to hear everybody is really nice. And you probably won't be able to hear everyone, but you should be able to hear a lot of people. So that's how you do a net. It's pretty simple. You use the information that's given to you to your best of your ability. Be there at the right time of day. Be there on the right frequency. And then just listen and follow what they do. That is my recommendation on how you do a net. So that's it for me, guys. The link is in the video description here onto our Discord for the HF net, so go check that out. A big shout out to ham.live for their net op control application on the web that you can use. Highly recommend Kiwi SDR if you want to do this yourself, and you should just play around with it too. Even if you're not an HF operating amateur radio person or have your general license, you can still use that, and so you totally should. And if you're not doing anything tomorrow, come on back to the channel, and we're going to be talking to Ward Silver about how do end-fed half waves work. You might know some of it, but I bet you Ward Silver knows a lot, and we're gonna ask him all those questions. And I don't know what happened to where's my in space? Play my in space. There you go. Don't know why you stopped looping it. Loop that sucker. Anyway, guys, that'll do it for me. I'm Josh, KI6NAZ. Thank you very much. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Adam, for running the net today. You guys are champions, and I give you a warning. I was doing this. I didn't even think about it at the time, and so now I'm saying thank you because you did a fantastic job. And thank you everybody who checked in and gave your feedback and told us what you're doing on amateur radio. I will talk to you tomorrow. So 73, okay? See ya.